6 demon bag. Sensational. What's in it, Egg?
Yo, Jaggy, I saw that. Thank you. That's what's up. Yo. What up, everybody? That's right, Jaggy. Oh, MVP. Why didn't I show up on the chat here? Oh, I guess it was only for me. So, just got a sub. Jaggy, my oldest sub. Old school. Watching me play RPGs and stuff. That's awesome. So, what's up? Emergency, what up? So, a few things. Make sure I'm talking. Sound is good. That's all. Okay, you guys can see the list, right? Alright, a few things. First off, I never am really ever in public with my glasses on. And I went to put in my new contacts today because I have like the ones you wear like for a month. And I don't have any more. I thought I did. So there you go. I already thought I probably wouldn't stream, but there you go. So I got my glasses on today. Not a new fashion statement or anything, but we'll see if it makes me smarter. Next things. The London Mulligan rule is on MTGO right now, and when they do things to Magic Online, they usually break a bunch of stuff. So chances are we'll run some games today where it just breaks. Supposedly, Serum Powder is bugged. And if the game does bug, we can just simply request for reimbursement. So it's not too bad. So chilling there. So we'll run some leagues. So there is a London Mulligan rule. So we got to think about how that changes things. Basically, if you have a good 7, the people are still going to keep. So it's not like everyone's just going to be mulliganing more. It's more of like a, well over time we might see more and more mulligans, which will help us. But for now, what it means is there's going to be some degenerate combo decks, some new decks, more of those come up. Which is fine because if they do mulligan, we should be able to beat them down. So I have the same main board here we've been running. Change things up a little bit. Again, the 2 surgicals I have in paper, I did not have online. So we ran 2 extirpates last league. The league before that, we ran a swamp and a siphon. So I was thinking, what does a London Mulligan bring? I think adding Third Thoughtseize is going to be pretty good. Yeah, it's London. It's online right now. I don't think you have an option. I think you just have to play Will and Mulligan. Oh shit! Hell yeah! Happy birthday, man. Well, I'll hang around, try to win you some games. I don't know. Basically, I think an extra Thoughtseize is going to be good if they start mulliganing, especially against Dredge. We want Leyline, but we also want to be able to take their Leyline removal. So I was thinking just going up to 4 Thoughtseize and 4 Inquisitions, but I think Funeral Charm is pretty good to have. I mean, just the regular creatures killing mana dorks, another discard is going to be good. So that was a debate whether to go 4 Thoughtseize, but we went from 2 to 3. Sideboard, we changed things up a little bit. We don't have Extirpate anymore, so we don't really have a way to beat to hose Tron or Titan Shift like we used to. But those, Titan Shift's a reasonable matchup. You don't need the Surgical Valakut to beat Titan Shift. Tron, on the other hand, you need a few things. You need luck. You need to get rid of one of their Tron lands, or in combination with luck, get a Damping Sphere down and hope it sticks. Maybe take their O Stone. So we're just going to run a couple Damping Spheres. You know, Tron's not a great matchup. You basically need to curve out. You curve out with like an Inquisition, Damping Sphere, you know, Lily, or Field of Ruin the next turn into Inquisition or Thoughtseize, you know, into Rack. You know, that's how you have to beat them. Which, you know, if we curve out, you curve out against any deck pretty well. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. So we'll see how that goes. All right, a few other things I want to just quickly mention. Been playing Magic's Arena Standard, and we were absolutely wrecking. We're doing a Bronze to Mythic. We've never played Standard in the past couple of years. We've never played Arena, so we're doing a Bronze to Mythic. And on day 3 right now, we're Platinum. We joined Platinum and then went on a 12-game win streak in Platinum, so we're currently Plat 2. Been on an epic win streak. And then we did constructed events for the first time. And first one we ever did, we got 7-1, same deck, mono red. So that was pretty sweet. So then today we were like, let's do another constructed event. 7-1 again. So right now we're 14-2 in constructed events, and we are just absolutely destroying the ladder. And this is with just a mono red kind of brew we have. So we will stream some more standard. So just throw that out there. All right, there's other news. This is actually pretty important. This tweet right here, let me see if I can read it. It says, there has been overwhelming positive feedback of the coverage of Mythic tournaments for viewers. I'm just start paraphrasing here. But basically, they want to have the viewers' deck list on the stream so people could see it like they did you know, in Standard and on Magic Arena. But they want to do it for Modern. And what this means in turn from that is if feature match players can see a deck list, then maybe everyone can see a deck list. So now, basically, a minute before the match, you get a deck list of your opponent's deck. So, holy shit, that's going live at a tournament this week. And wow. I mean, you thought the London Mulligan rule was a little strange out of the box. And it's okay, you know, it might actually go into play. But this rule, oh my god, it seems so stupid right now. And of course, it would just murder this deck. I honestly would just not even play A-Rack if that rule goes into effect. So that's just me personally. I mean, basically, your opponent knowing you have smallpox is huge. It changes everything, let alone just knowing you're in Iraq. Just them knowing if you have smallpox. If they just look at your deck list and say you're small, you know, wow, that changes everything. This fucker has smallpox. Changes everything. Bridge, obviously, they could see right away, let alone just knowing we're in Iraq. And then you talk about the sideboard. They know if you have surgicals or ley lines right away. So, tier 3 decks, decks with spice, completely we get owned by this. So there's a pretty big outcry. I just heard about it like 30 minutes ago on Twitter right now. The guy just tweeted about it about an hour ago. We should maybe do... I should post a link here real quick. Let me post a tweet. Whoops. Well, someone could post it, but yeah, that's pretty whack, so hopefully that's not the case. Last thing, we got a lot of new viewers, YouTube, a lot of new subs. Appreciate it, guys, as well as subs on Twitch and everything. So we're going to get a league started. Thanks for hanging around. Appreciate a long introduction, but a lot of stuff between London Mulligan going live, this crazy new rule where everyone knows everyone's deck. It's pretty big. So we just saw the list. That's the list there. You know, in competitive leagues, you know, it's the one thing. You know, while we're spending, you know, real money, our own money here, when you're just trying things, the friendly league gives you a perfectly fine meta, and it's actually better than most store metas. So friendly online leagues is a certainly fine way to practice. And you know, once we get Davriel and we settle more on a list, we do more competitive. But that's why we're just doing friendly leagues right now. It's a lot of fun. Get to experience some new things in practice. We'll see how this London Mulligan rule goes. Would you like to play first? No. Now that is what we call like a black hand. There's no mutavaults, it's just black. Very, there's no racks. Keep some very black cards. Nothing, man. We just got rolling. We were just talking about some of the rules. The London Mulligan rule in effect here, which is pretty nice. So we could hope we could mull for Bantus a little harder, maybe, or bridge. So this looks like a smallpox kind of turn after turn 2. Hopefully we can survive that long. Yeah, I was just giving a little up-to-date everything about my wrecking in arena, London Mill, London Mull. Puts grinding station. Wait, that's mill, right? Grinding station's mill, right? I'm playing arena, so my bad if my clicking's a little off. Okay, so we got a mill player. That's not a bad matchup for us. If Shrieking stays, we can usually get them pretty low. Yep, there's the grinding station. Probably runs no creatures, so just smallpox to slow him down. Especially if he sacks an artifact here. Oh. Got some options here. You know, since we're really want to slow him down from milling us, smallpox might be just really solid play here. They do run what, like some crabs maybe? Semblance Anvil deck. Yeah, they run creatures, more retrieve. Okay, so we're not smallpox then. They run some creatures, but it is an indestructible land. We have some cards to discard. Could probably just discard this wrench mine. Next turn we could set up a Raven's Crime. He'll have to play a land. Basically, we're gonna ride Lily to victory. So it's how bad does he hurt us, or how bad does he get set up before then. So maybe before we ride Lily to victory, we slow things down. So we could just like Ravens Cure. Could double Ravens. That seems pretty good. Double Ravens into Lily next turn, and then eventually use Smallpox as a finisher. I kind of like that. Basically, by doing this play, we're saying we're not going to Smallpox. Because we're going to discard a land here. So unless we draw a land next turn, we're almost certainly not going to do it. Okay, so he had an Artificer. Sly Requisitioner. Another Grinding Station. So he's close to being in the rack here. He's at 2 cards. He's going to want to probably play land, right? Yep. So now if he plays a creature, we may just Smallpox, yeah. So whenever a non-token artifact is called... Would that trigger, does he trigger on himself? Yeah, now we're going to Smallpox, discard Wrench Mine, sacrifice Swamp. Cover of Crop Trawler. Okay, it does not trigger off itself. Now he's in the rack. We got a Lily coming up. It's okay. Worked out. We could have easily Smallpox there early on turn 2, and it was clearly the wrong play. So we did the right thing, I think. The double Raven's Crime was better than Wrench Mine. So since he's hellbent, and we don't want to Lily up and make ourselves discard anything, we're gonna and he's already low. This will put him at 8. So this is the 2-turn clock here versus Lily. So definitely better to do what I just did. You can't put my trigger in front of yours, man. He'll probably play nothing. Well, if he plays something, that's fine. He's thinking about it now, like, wait. Oh, that's hilarious. That's a great way to put it. You can feel the hopelessness set in. He's like, oh wait, I'm going to play a card. Wait, if I do, I die. Alright, this is when we just... So we're in a pretty good spot this game. The match is far from over, especially with the mulligan rule. Looks like this list certainly runs a lot of creatures, so we're going to keep a majority of ours in. We don't need bridge, though. Looks like all his creatures do a bunch of bullshit. Let's, Mirror Retriever, size. So Bantus might be good. Funeral Charm is not so good. Wrench Mine's bad. Collective Brutality is bad. So Bantus is good. Wait, I might be looking at different lists here, so... But this is what I'm thinking. Bitter Blossom seems good. Silent Visitor. Bitter Blossom and Bantus? No, that's bad. Maybe we don't want Bantus. Let's bring in a Silent Visitor. Bring in the Fatal, though. No, what do you have there? We'll bring Asylum, Nezumi, Bitter. Those are all good. Delirium Skeins. Maybe we keep a Funeral. What's Mirror Retriever? What power is it? Okay, Mirror Retriever, so we want to bring in our Fatal Push. Okay, I like that. We don't have our sideboard guide set up as we change the deck every time, so I hope you guys appreciate listening to me babble about what I think as we grind through it every time. And I always like hearing what you guys have to think. Basically, same type of shit. We want to curve out. We want to smallpox or basically smallpox turn 2, or these are our new turn 2s. See how it goes. Oh, he decided not to play first. We're going to keep this. Wait. It said he chose it just told me he chooses not to play first, but I guess he did go first. Okay. It's fine. Okay. Going more of an aggressive strat here. Okay. Pretty good start for him. Well, it's going to be creatures versus creatures. Oh, we're in trouble now. Now we wish we had the bridge. Not good. Well, we can get a draw off a silent visitor here. Since he's hellbent, we're going to do this. We can't activate Nozumi. Most likely not next turn either. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, so we have to rethink things. We drop our skeins. Maybe even ravens. Yep. It's okay. We're gonna need a clock, that's for sure. Get to draw a card here. Oh. So Sai is a real beating for us. This type of hand, you need to get a bridge. Sword of the Meek. Whenever one of our creatures. Okay, he's got the Sword of the Meek combo. Okay. He's gonna do it with Sai though. Activating Nozumi might be better than Lily right here. I think so. Having two a Mutavault backing them up too. Let's get Stab Whisker on the play. So he did flip. It is Stab Whisker now. Basically, Stab Whisker is going to hit him for 2, no matter what. Or right now it's going to hit him for 3. If he draws, hit him for 2. He's debating on using Sai to prevent my Silent Visitor trigger, which is a draw for me. If either player is hellbent in their upkeep, the trigger, I get to draw 1 card. That's a Silent Visitor. Stab Whisker's doing his thing. You know, I'd prefer to combat this type of strategy with Bantus and Bridge, but instead we have our creatures, but they're putting in a decent amount of work, so he's thinking about it now, what to do. If we had a rack, it would be different. We definitely needed to trigger Stab Whisker. Hope you guys are doing good. Been chilling. Said been playing standard a little bit on Magic Arena, just on an insane win rate. Grinding from bronze. We were bronze just like 3 days ago. So we're up platinum now. Just gonna keep grinding. It's a long grind. Trying to get into that mythic. Without spending it, we're still free. We don't have any decks that are. We just have a mono red deck. Trying to expand it. Why is my clock ticking? Oh, sorry about that. Used to playing, there's usually a different, okay, so he's going to draw in response to this. You got to hear us chat a little bit. Which one's he sacking? Just the top there? He was hellbent already, Jeffress. Raven's Crime is sorcery speed, so I couldn't. Should have retraced Raven Crime, then when they draw from side, activate Nezumi. Oh, I like that. Use Nezumi as instant speed. Could have dumped the tomb. It's a good play, so let's talk about that. Basically, wait. The thing is, I guess that would have forced him to decide, because he most likely was going to activate Psy, but he may have made a different decision if he didn't have 2 on the stack. We'll still give ourselves a punt for that, because we didn't really consider it. It would have given us potentially what? It would have given us 1 draw off Asylum, though. Which one of these is a better hit? It's probably the... One of these is all mana. He's got a Mox Opal. All the stuff's on mana. It's just definitely the Buried Ruin. Looks like probably just Lily up here. If he starts bringing the house, we got a kickback. The tomb is basically a guaranteed discard. Inquisition's not. Basically force him to bring the flyers in. Don't have a good attack. He could triple block Nezumi and kill him. Basically now he goes 4 at Lily, let's say. He's got enough mana to make 2 Thopters. I guess we still attack with the Mutable Army. The thought is we bring the house here. Oh, he's got a mirror retriever. Look pretty dead. Yep. We need that Bantu's. It's okay. No, we don't like any 4-mana cards. That's why we don't run Damnation. So Sai is a real beating. He's real tough for us. Basically, would need a Dismember or something. See how many forests he has. It might be relevant. Yeah, he's got a swamp forest. Attack with Asylum and a Mutavault. Kills 1 Thopter. Loses Asylum. I guess we gotta keep him doing his thing in his upkeep. It's okay, we'll change out our sideboard a little bit. We wish we had the Dismember in there for a Sai. Cool, I'll take a look. Oh cool, you got Davrila in there. Hell yeah, we'll take a look at it after this. We're not going to self-select get too low in time. We got to double draw off the Asylum here now that we're hell-bent. We drew a couple bad cards, so. Okay, so all these go wide spells. He hasn't seen any of them, so I think those are all pretty good. Looks like Skeens, and then probably our own creature package isn't great. Probably 2 bridge, you don't want to go crazy. Kind of like Visitor though, he wasn't bad. Basically, he's vomiting his hands. Phenotron is bad. I'd rather just have a... Gotta get rid of Sai is what we gotta do. No, maybe we need that instant speed discard. Just kind of want the BB, even with all these sweepers. Kind of think about taking out these guys. Yeah, seems good. Kind of we need to get rid of Sai. It's a good thought. Go down on TS. No, he's got a lot of big cards I want to hit. It's a much worse top deck, but seems fine right here. Let's run it back. Okay. Did we just get rid of one creature here? Just kill the Mem Knight? I think you do, right? You just want to... I mean, he's getting mana from that. Yeah, I think it's like a... We gotta shut him down. Shut off his mana. We've never had this combo going, so we'll see how it goes. Kind of a strange deck we're up against. Smallpox would probably be really good here. They probably run EE, right? Oh, okay. Do we start the rat clock or do we get the visitor down? The problem with playing both racks is you run right into engineered explosives. The problem playing one rack is it's not a great tempo play. It's just one rack. It's just bad tempo play, you know. Don't want to run both racks out there. Could run one, then Lily next turn. Basically, I have to try to dodge a Psy next turn. I kind of like Visitor here. The chance of me getting good value out of him after Bridge comes down is pretty low. If I get one attack with him here. It's good thoughts though. That's exactly what I need in the chat. Your opinion may be more correct. It's good to think about it. It's my thought. If I'm trying to squeak value out of here. Basically, I want all these cards. It's whatever I discard next. Yeah, I think it is Nam. KCI part 2. Except with Psy, we can't bring in ley lines like we do against KCI normally. Does he have any instant speed creatures? Because I would just Edict here. I guess I would rather kill it with the Visitor. I should attack. So it's Lily Edict versus attack. Let's attack first. No. Just to bring back himself, right? Oh yeah, midnight. Okay, let's see if we don't die here. Basically trying to survive this turn. This is when a KCI would come down and you would die. So. Okay, starting to mill me. Got a creature. Sword of the Meek on it. Okay. Seeming more and more like a good Bantu's type of play. These two cards are going to be great. So what we're probably going to do is attack with Visitor. Then Bantu's. Or are we stuck in the loop here already? Does he have everything he needs? What is he doing? Oh, he does. We're dead, right? I think we might just be dead here. Well, he's going to go super wide and then we Bantu's, right? He can't attack us this turn. So let him, but he's just going to mill us out here, right? It's GG. It's GG, huh? He's got it, I think. It's just over. Well, GG. You know, we need to basically attack the deck better. So this was a sideboarding loss. We didn't bring in, you know, we should just brought in, like, KCI. If we brought in our 4 ley lines, probably won all the games. So GG, GG. We'll call that a sideboarding loss. You know, as we play these new decks, you know, especially today, we need to be more aware of how we're boarding. You guys should have helped me out there. Basically, we should have just sideboarded like it was KCI, and I think we would have won. Close games, though. Basically, that's the infinite combo. You need Sword of the Meat, Grinding Station, and then an artifact to sack the first one, and then that girl with the improvise. It's okay. Bounce back. That was a preparation loss. So, you know, you get losses from execution. Sometimes they're just RNG. Sometimes it's if someone was there better and just told you a couple tips, you could have executed it. Like, hey, sideboard this way. Which you can be 100% prepared for is sideboarding. So, don't like losing those type of games, but it's important to respect the matchup. Take time more to think about it. How was he going to kill me? He was going to loop. You know, at game 2 he went wide. It was kind of whack. But that's not how he was going to kill me game 3. It was going to be loop, which I needed ley lines for. Yeah, no big deal. Keep this hand. Okay. Draw a card. Well, we don't have a Fatal Push, so we take the Jace. He doesn't have a lot of great plays here. You know, we could have gone for Brutality, but we really want to get Brutality later. I mean, you could kill Jace with Brutality and make him discard, but he doesn't have... you know, we don't really have anything we want to toss. There were other options there besides Snap taking Jace. So, since he only has 2 health, We could have let him cast it next turn, which would have been his most likely obvious play, and then brutality'd him and taken the fatal. But we may need this as some type of life drain later. Well, he might end up just getting us right here. Be at 1 health. He shouldn't be able to go down anymore, right? He played... Okay. So we gotta kill this fool. We're on a 4-turn clock from that. So the only way to kill this guy is with brutality here, and I don't really want to discard anything else. So it looks like that's our play. Hope he doesn't have a surgical or cycling. If he does, we'll probably just have to go to the next game. Okay, he doesn't. If he had had a cycle or a surgical, that would have been game over. Well, we know he has a blood crypt. A fatal push. We know he has a fatal push. He's got a fatal for the mutavault. So we gotta remember not to activate mutavault. Oh lordy, we need a bridge. So we might be able to get him just under rack here. God, we need really Urborg. With the Urborg, we could actually win this. Let's see. We thought sees we go to 13. He'll be able to kill us the following turn. So if we thought sees shrieking, we're dead next turn. Thoughtseize, hold up a block. Just wrench right now. Yeah. It's probably a good play. I like that. Just wrench. Take advantage of the mana. We basically need 2 turns to get shrieking on him. Which could happen if we draw a fatal push next turn. Let's hope he doesn't have an artifact. Okay, it's going to be close. It's going to come down to 1 turn. We need to draw... Let's see, a land. No, a land won't do it. No, land might. Oh, we drew a push. So now it's shrieking. Or we could block, push. Maybe no shrieking yet. Do we want to just fire it off instant speed? We die to bolt if we do shrieking fatal. We die to bolt then, basically. We can't get him blocked with this. Versus if we just fatal and then block. It'll be the following turn. We'll kind of be in the same spot, right? I guess our best bet is to dodge a bolt here. I think so. It's the type of game that is great when you look back on later. But let's say we kill that. This takes him to 7. If we don't block, we can kill him on the crackback. I guess we'll see if he has a counterspell. Close matches. You can see how tight some of these come down. You know, I play 8-rack a lot, but I'm not the best, and you always play a little worse on stream and stuff. So, hope you guys, when you rewatch this, think, wow, you know, 8-rack could have done this and won, because that's usually the case in a lot of scenarios. Well, we can't Thoughtseize here, so we need nothing, huh? So we basically lose smallpox? So we can use Immutable to block. If we had one more life, we didn't fetch or anything. Maybe if we could have gotten a life drain off the Brutality, but no, we got max value. We could have life linked off the Brutality earlier in the game by dropping a Thoughtseize, which we didn't end up using, but we probably could have. So, so we basically need to draw a hard removal for the Gurmag. If he has a snap or a push.
6 demon bag. Sensational. What's in it, egg? What's in it, egg?
Rogue, what up? Hell yeah, appreciate the host. Alright, we're off to a tough game here. It's okay, Death Shadow. We can beat Death Shadow. Just make sure we're not missing anything key. We'll pull up our own little sideboarding notes. Not a bad matchup, so we can still have a chance to get there. Funeral Charm is not great. Raven's Crime is not great. Bantus and Bridges, good. Fatal Push, very good. Probably don't need anything else. This extra Thoughtseize can probably go. It's a good card, but we already... Could see dropping a Brutality too. Maybe just an Inquisition. Yeah, I kind of like that. Basically, we want to get our strong turn 3 play off, which kind of means keeping the board clear early. Probably keep the Thoughtseize. As close as it was, his biggest hits are, we might have to take one of his big hitters. The Delvers. 3 and 3 seems fine. Oh yeah, I see some new faces around. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're interested in 8-rack, we got a Discord, there's Facebook group. There's all kinds of good 8-rack content out there. Go to my YouTube, I got tons of videos. Would you like to play first? No. So these are all great cards against him. No rack, but that's fine. Racks, you have 8, so top deck them is... we'll keep. So, you know, even though he has we give him the play, and he most likely has like a Thoughtseize or something himself, it's still fine. He's got some tough decisions here. He'll probably take Smallpox, but he might not have a good answer to Bridge. Or he might just take our Inquisition himself, you know. I'm guessing we'll see Inquisition here. Not too hard to call that, but again, he's got a tough decision here. I'm guessing he just takes my Inquisition, but we have so much good stuff. Hell yeah! So you're trying Karn Scion. So I've tried him in Legacy Pox. Have a little better time of getting up to 4 mana. But yeah, he's solid. Slower matchups, especially slower, not blue matchups, because yeah, he took Smallpox certainly. Well, we got an EE. That's fine. He's got Stubborn Denial on a Swamp. Okay. So we need a win con because he's hurting on resources. Yeah, I can see Karn being good, but sorry, I got distracted there. Non-blue decks, because blue can just negate it or something. It's such a bad tempo play. It's hard to find a good time to stick it. And you got to be careful of cards like that, because if you have Lily, it's hard to... well, he top decked Thoughtseize. Okay. So basically, this game now comes down to whether he draws a Delver or I draw anything that's any good, because I have shit now. So the way Magic Online works is we're going to draw Urborg here, because that'd be the worst card possible. Well, I think we fire off this Thoughtseize, because we know it's Stubborn Denial. And we want to hit it. So now we're both completely cripple fight. It's one of those draw goes in paper. So, okay. Lily, mute is good. Raven's Crown would be great right here. We need some discard. Wrench Mine. Field doesn't seem bad. Oh, Field of Ruin, very strong against him. So I think we activate the Mutavault, because I mean, if Fatal Push is like the equivalent of me making him discard it. We don't have any mana issues. Okay, so he's still down. So Field of Ruin, strong. Surgical Smallpox, Surgical Bridge. He put a stop in my draw step, so it's a tell that obviously he has Surgical. We know he runs EE, but he has a higher chance of getting a discard than getting another EE. So we got to run the rack out here. So it's just, that's the thought process. You'd be like, well, we'll hold the rack because he's got EE, but he's got more Inquisitions and stuff. So you got to just run it out. I'm guessing he wants to Surgical the Fatal Push knows how strong that would be. He's definitely having very big debate about surgical. Oh, puppy. But yeah, it's good to see you, Connor, man. Obviously, emergency birthday boy. Happy birthday, bro. Everybody, welcome. Give him a happy birthday. Emergency backup queue's birthday. He's in the stream. Yeah, welcome, Jervis. Don't think I've seen you around too much. Us 8 rackers all got to stick together. We all got our different lists and tweaks, so that's why it's cool to... He gets to watch me losing. That's what he's getting so far. So we're still in range now of dying to like a team or battle raged Death Shadow, so we have to watch out for all that. Wow. So we are not in a good spot. As soon as he draws a fatal push, our whole hand goes to shit and we lose instantly. I mean, excuse me. As soon as he draws an Inquisition, we lose. Okay. Can deal with that. Fucking balls. Now we keep him, because now if he Inquisitions us, he may have to think about it between the Fatal or the Shrieking. I guess he can still Surgical the Fatal, but now there's no reason to kind of run it out. It wasn't going to hit last turn. Oh yeah. The Shrieking is lethal, but he could Jace. Just do it. Basically, if he draws the EE or has some way to no response. Okay. Okay, GG. Now let's go to game 3. Turn into one of those, you know, we're beating each other with our own arms. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Yeah, Wrench Mine's really where we want to be turn 2. It's not a great top deck, but... And sometimes this brutality is nice. You think in the Bitter Blossom just for the blockers, huh? What would you drop? I haven't really put Bitter Blossom in against Death Shadow. I know a lot of people like doing it. Guessing it'd be one of these 4 drops. I got 3 bridges. 3 bridges, 2 Bantus. Okay, we're gonna figure out a way to get this Bitter Blossom in here. Maybe 3 bridges, 2 Bantus is too much. Maybe we want 2 of each. No, we kind of want to win with some big value cards like that. Demand to answer. I think we're gonna drop a Brutality for it. We want to keep our curve kind of similar. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you haven't, click follow on the stream. We got a goal. Where is it? That way. That way, right there. Woo, big hand. Look at that giant hand. Oh my god. But yep, if you haven't followed on Twitch, it's free. My YouTube subs are now about to pass my Twitch, so I appreciate it. And we're about to hit 10,000 views total. All good things. I appreciate all you guys chilling. It'll be a lot more exciting once we get to Avril and we can be running competitive. And if you have any, so we keep this. It's not great, but their hands could be so varied. You can't. I think one thing to assume is they have a discard. So you never want to mull too hard, and having redundant answers is fine. So this hand doesn't have a clean answer to Death Shadow like turn 2 or something, but we have a lot of things in the deck that do. So basically, if this Wrench Mine was a Smallpox, this would be like a god hand. But think then he's gonna discard one of them. So that would have been the same type of setup. Well, he saw me draw a Fatal Push, so he knows my hand now. I think it's very fair to stick one Shrieking. The only reason not to is to potentially attack with the Mutavault, but we're going to try to squeeze a bridge in there. Oh. Play the Mutavault. Just wait. I think we just pass. Next turn, we know we can Field of Ruin and shut him down. So basically, thought process now is if he Inquisitions us or Thoughtseize us, the other cards in our hand are more important than Shrieking. And his removal for Shrieking involves, hits them all. So he's holding up Counterspell, most likely, here. So we're probably going to go with some type of Mutavault beats. Field of Ruin. Yeah. Take him off red. Draw some more of those. Yeah, I'm guessing he's got a Shadow and a Counterspell. Since if we go for Stubborn Denial right here, we could get hit. So we're gonna wait and do this in our main phase. Even though it may cost us a Mutavault beat. It's better than it getting countered. Perfect. Don't need to show him the other muta before we attack with this one. See if he left his pushes in. Play the other one. So without red, we could have tried to maybe stick the bridge. And, because they keep him off Colligan there. So let's see if he goes for like a couple deaths. We have a lot of answers here. He doesn't know about these two cards, which are both very good. I guess we play the swamp. Okay, he's got nothing to snap in. Could have done it beforehand. Okay, we ended up getting... He might not have done that if we had the swamp, so we can't think, because that was actually good value of the Snapcaster. He's going to be able to Thoughtseize, Snap, Thoughtseize. Wow. Luckily he couldn't do that. Oh, he's got red now. Look out. Where's the girl's Lily at? If he wants to ambush Viper now, I think we'd be fatal push, save it. Really need a Lily. We haven't drawn in Lilies at all any of these 3 games. How many Field of Ruin do you run, Puff? I run 2. I feel Field of Ruin is fast enough for Tron, especially if you're on the play. But, yeah, turn 3 Tron, not so much. Unless you're on the play, obviously. So we got a good match here. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Took bridge. Makes sense. Really need a Lily here. Some type of discard. Might have double Teamer Battle Rage. I guess we still have to just... We have to Bantu's it, or do we hold Bantu's? Gotta imagine he's got Sweeper. Only one Teamer Battle Rage could go off, so he could hit me for... Do we wait a turn? Conversely, if we try to Bantu's, he counterspells. He's at 3 cards. Yeah, I think we got a Bantu's here. I don't want to, but hell yeah. Okay. Don't have a lot of ravens, but I think I want to keep this one in there. Versus end step dash out. We have enough mana now. We're gonna save the swamp. There's a chance we draw Raven's Crime. It's tough. Tough call. He can't hit us for 20 here, we don't think. Okay, and he might have a Snapcaster here for Ambush Viper shenanigans. We may have to do 2 fatals in response here. He might counter the first. Guessing Snapcaster. Okay, just has a push. God, we need just 1 discard. Where's our discard, baby? Yeah, I just try to help. Sorry, I don't think we got there. There's some close games though. Close, man. 1 card away. Okay. Close game. I think we gotta play it a little different. You know, we were getting around Colligan's command, so we didn't stick the bridge. It looks like we haven't seen 1 Colligan's yet, so maybe just getting the bridge down would have been better play overall. GG, GG. It's all good. We're still hanging in this league. We're gonna run it back. Tough matches. So we lost to KCI and we lost to Death Shadow. Could have beat both of them probably. So first match definitely could have won. Better sideboarding. So that was more of a setup loss. So learn, easy to learn. Everyone learn from that. So paying attention. We didn't bring in enough graveyard hate. We should have certainly brought in Leyline, especially with the London Mulligan. Grixis Death Shadow. It's tough, grindy type of matchup. Maybe we could play out the bridge a little better sooner. You know, you never know. We was trying to get around his counter magic with the bridge as well as, then I ran into discard. And it wasn't like we were doing nothing. You know, we were kind of doing it. So sometimes you got to play it out. Played that. We'll say sub-optimally, and you have to be optimal to win. So it's fine. That's why we're doing friendly leagues. We're still learning. Connor, man, take it easy. Quick break, and we're gonna run more. So let's just take a quick few, and we're gonna run the next game. Especially now we're in the scrub bracket. GG's. Yep, I think also one thing you forgot to mention again though was that match when he flashed in the ambush vipered us with the snapcaster. And he was so desperate that he did it and didn't even flash anything back. So we could have played a swamp before that and then pushed in response. Would have kept our mutavaults alive and it would have been most likely lethal. It would have changed how the next 2 turns would look out, but and then he couldn't have attacked because we would have had 2 mutavaults threatening a lot of the push, you know. So something else to be careful. Kind of the moral of the story: why it was a punt was because we weren't expecting the snapcaster mage, and you certainly should. So that's anytime something like that happens, you should consider it bad on your part. You know, part of getting better. So. We also learned that Field of Ruin. Wow, how strong is it against them? I may even consider going up to 3. Okay. 1s and 3s. We'd like to have a 2-drop, but this is fine. Okay. Well, we were talking about the fields, and now look at them. I'm guessing he doesn't have a lot of main board removal for bridge, so we have to basically make it to turn 4. And then while we're doing this, we need to think whether or not this deck we're facing is more geared towards graveyard or going wide. Like if leyline is necessary, or if it's just a bridge and Bantu's kind of set up. It's probably a fine hit, right? It's just going wide. He'd have to discard a creature. Does he hit me for 5 next turn? The problem is bridge isn't getting us under next turn. We'll draw a card, we'll be at 6, play land, bridge will be at 4. So we most likely have to push. Even if he gets a really high value zombie that's we're pretty much gonna have to push this Marshall. Okay, Death Baron. So 2 things this does. It makes them bigger, so they'll actually get over, you know, they'll have trouble with bridge. And 2, I'm pretty sure he's the one I'm going to want to fatal. So I take 6 damage this turn. Okay, so if I wait this turn, I take, excuse me, yeah, I'll take 6. Wait, do they both skeletons and zombies? Okay, yeah. So I'll take 7 damage this turn. That's a lot. Next turn, my only play will be to kill it. Probably taking 7 again. That's not that much. Versus kill this now, take 4. Next turn, field. This guy can't even attack me anymore. He'll be able to create more zombies. But again, he doesn't have a lot of artifact removal. So this actually might be safer here. Oh yeah, why would we do that? It would be this one. Yeah. Yeah. So we don't want to punt the game away here. That's why we're taking the time thinking about everything. Basically, bridge is going to be our path to victory here. I guess my original thought of fatal pushing this is actually better, because I would take less overall damage. Well, we don't want a smallpox too early. There's a non-zero chance he runs some type of Inquisition or something. But when I was originally thinking in my head, the reason we... because that other creature has 4 attack. So it would be able to attack us for 4 once that last turn, let alone it has the activated ability. But then it wouldn't be able to attack this turn. So it would have done 4 total damage. Just 3 attack guys can get 2 attacks then. So it's 6 versus 4. So if you're looking to minimize damage, we should have Fatal Push the Gravecrawler, even though value-wise, he's better, much worse to see the Fatal Push. So if the game ended up coming down to 2 health, that's something to consider. And it didn't matter. He was going to get in for... oh no, he could have get in for 5 damage. So he lost damage there. But basically Lily into Smallpox and GG. You're thinking, why on earth did you get rid of the Inquisition? It's like, well, we already have, 1, he's in the rack. 2, Smallpox is the discard one we need, let alone the Lily. And then, with Smallpox, we might go down on land, so... Depending on what we draw next turn, we may end up playing out this field. Now we're just gonna, Lily up, pass. Mono Black doesn't have a lot of answers for bridge. There's no reason to show him Smallpox or anything. Okay, creatures like that are annoying. You know, that's where Bantu's is better. You gotta be careful sometimes like that. Holding up cards, you have bridge. So his 2 attack creatures could actually attack Lily here. He only has 3 attack creatures, so. He could do something like sack a Death Baron to another card. And then hit Lily with the Cryptbreaker at 2 to like reduce my chances of ulting or something. And if this was a super close game, what it would probably do is Lily ult even at 6 and kill her, and split his lands and creatures. Okay. So he probably has some type of like we gotta watch out for like Last Hopes or tough to deal with black cards. I don't think we need Graveyard Hate. Bridge obviously coming in, as well as Bantus. Funeral Charm does not seem great. Probably Raven's Crime also. We don't need to do a lot of things. I think Funeral Charm, Raven's Crime, Bantu's and Bridge. So we might be able to test out the London Mulligan here. We'll see how close you can get to if we have a Bridge or a Bantu's in our first hand. It's getting hot here in California today. My snake's getting rowdy. Not a euphemism. One of my pet snakes, Pi, is making a lot of noise. I don't think he's escaped yet. If you see a little snakes pop up here. Oops. Okay, well we're going to see the London Mulligan in action. Mulligan. Keep. Doesn't have what we want, but... Okay, we did the London Mulligan. Our 7 was pretty bad with the double Urborg. But for a 6er, that's not bad. Okay. Guessing he's going to take our favorite Planeswalker. Yep. He knows Lily's what beat him down last game. Maybe Surgical's right here. Well, we'll be able to see what he's up to with Thoughtseize. Whew. Well. The risk of not racking is he top decks a discard. That would suck. Or he has 2 discards in his hand. Because he can't get rid of the rack, okay, easily. But he can certainly make me discard it. So there's a thought process you just rack here and pass. Rack pass. See, these are the type of things versus a black deck you have to consider. I can Thoughtseize him and then take his discard. But if he has 2, then he gets the rack back. It might be better to Thoughtseize though. If he top decks a discard, there's nothing I can do against that. That just gets my rack. Yeah, just Thoughtseizing might be the right. But these are the type of things you have to think about. Like against Jund, if you had Shrieking Affliction, you almost always want to just run it out. Because they have very little artifact removal. Yeah, but we have an answer for a threat and we could race. But it's your birthday, so we'll go with the birthday thought here. With it, let's see what he's up to. Hope he doesn't top deck a Inquisition. Okay, so Death Baron and Lord of the Accursed. We can't kill with Fatal. He's got two turn 2 plays, so we don't want to take either of those. So we probably take just Death Baron. Wait, no, he gets this. They're all zombies. I guess it doesn't really matter. We're going to take one of his 3-drops here. Oh, he's hurting on mana. Maybe we take a 2-drop. Maybe we take a 1-drop and hope he stumbles on mana. Yeah, taking a 3-drop probably too slow here, especially since we have Wrench Mine next turn. So it's either we're, oof. If we take a Crypt Breaker and he doesn't draw a land, that's decent. But Crypt Breaker actually works in our favor, right? I think it's the graveyard. Yeah. A lot of questions there. It's fun. Rogue, what up, dude? I hear my snake going crazy. Just keep an eye on him. We'll see if he draws that swamp. I think counting on a mono deck to miss a land drop is not a great way to play. So even if he Crypt Breakers, that's good. That's fine. There's no need to kill it because if he draws another land, he's going to want to do one of these other drops, guys. Okay. Now we got to draw some land, some bridges. We got another Crypt Breaker. Okay. So even taking that 1-drop would have been wrong because he had drew another. So didn't matter too much. Okay, you guys land. Okay. Okay, so we basically want to draw some land here. Probably not. Oh, no, I guess Lily up would be fine. He actually can race pretty good with these. If we Lily up, we lose. Yeah, we don't want to Lily up. So we rack. I guess we just push this now. Push it before he gets to get. Well, again, if he discards with it, that's fine. No, I don't want him discarding. Still getting a zombie. We only have 1 rack. I think it's fine to kill it. So basically, we hope he draws another 3-drop, ideally, without drawing a land. Okay, so he's going to play either a Death Baron or a Lord. So we get to Edict it. Okay. So we're not in a great spot. It's not in the rack. He's got a creature. He'll be able to basically play it pass. So we'll see if we can pull this one out. We know he has Lord of the Accursed. And 1 unknown. Yeah, play it. You're going to kill Lily. I mean. Okay, didn't want to do it. I'll take it. Play this. Discard. Now we have a blocker. GG. See if we can hang in there now. So we're coming up on the 2-hour mark. don't have more than 20 people, so it's a good. I think what about 10 of you guys here? Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Gonna keep it up. As mentioned, we've been on an epic win streak on Arena, Magic Arena, so we're gonna keep playing that. It's not gonna cut into 8-rack. We're gonna do a big stream when Davriel comes out. I'm not promising a 10-hour of 10-rack stream, but probably something 10-rack related. We might do a 10-hour 10-rack stream and throw a few hours of Arena in the middle. Okay, playing a land, that was brave. What do you have? Okay. Make 2 zombies. Shoot Lily. What is his... Depending on the creature, it could be an Edict type of play, but... Most likely Lily plus and use the Moodville as a blocker. Okay. Okay, we're in a really good spot now. So GG, everybody. Won't say preemptive GG, but I don't think. I wonder what's in a black deck that could top deck here. That's not a creature. Any creature Lily can eat up. GG. All right, so not bad. We should be able to maybe salvage this league here. See. Pull the deck up. Call it there, 1-2, not bad, not bad. We'll see if we can salvage that league. Appreciate everybody tuning in. There we go. Check it out on YouTube. My YouTube subscribers, free, are going up much faster than Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, just give me a follow. You could turn alerts off. I appreciate it. Same thing with YouTube. Just check on the clicks. Boom. The best is Twitter because those followers actually start adding up matter. I think we only have like 20. So if you like any of these videos, it shouldn't hurt you to just click that. So I appreciate it. And it does matter eventually. But either way, appreciate you guys hanging out. Rogue, Emergency, happy birthday, bro. Hope you have a good one. Wormbone, for show. Jerifus and Connor Man were here earlier. Been chilling. You guys, just take it easy. Yeah, you start a tournament with a couple rough games. You still sticking in there. The biggest tournament I ever won. Wow, 21. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. I'm scared to tell you how old I am. My 21st birthday. Wow. Here's a cool story. End of the stream. Phillip Rivers, football player, San Diego Chargers, quarterback. We went to college together. I was at NC State. He was the star quarterback his sophomore year when I turned 21. And that was when he was still actually going out and stuff. And he was out at 21st birthday party. And I remember just getting wasted. And he wasn't drinking, but he was definitely there. I remember talking to him and just telling him how awesome he was. So that's my 21st birthday party. We had a mega party. My roommate had the same birthday at the time, so we threw down. But you take it easy. You have a good one. But yeah, we'll see you around here. I appreciate you hanging out. It matters a lot, the interaction. It helps the viewers. And then the videos are HD enough so they can read the chat and see how we're both thinking. And usually the chat has better ideas than me. So especially like we could have that Nezumi against the Scythopter game. That game we sideboarded bad. But either way, peace out, guys. Call it there. Y'all have a good night.